Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
We begin tonight with breaking news. A member of the Dalton, Minnesota Fire and Rescue Squad who responded to the crash that killed two Moorhead brothers has been charged for allegedly taking money from a crash victim's wallet. Thank you for joining us tonight. 42-year-old Tara Lindquist is charged with one misdemeanor count of theft. According to the criminal complaint, Lindquist was among the first emergency responders to arrive at the scene of the June 23rd crash on I-94 in Otter Tail County. Several days after the crash, a family member of one of the crash victims told investigators all four boys involved in the crash were given $100 bills for the weekend. But cash was missing from the victims' wallets when their belongings were returned. Court records show Lindquist admitted to taking $120 from a billfold at the scene. Zachary and Connor Kowalvog of Moorhead were killed in the crash. That investigation is ongoing.
You think about the fact that you're never going to get to see somebody again or say anything to that person again, which is tough.
Many are in disbelief tonight after the death of a 26-year-old Minnesota woman in a boat crash. 3 people are still recovering. One person is dead after their boat hit a partially submerged tree in Haybale Bay near Devil's Lake this weekend. The crash happened around 3 in the morning on Sunday, and we're told alcohol may have been involved. Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson has more on 26-year-old April Stenger, who died during the crash.
Not the kind of news you want to wake up to.
Social butterfly April Stenger is being missed by many.
I tell you what, if we could all live like she lived, people would be a lot happier.
Joe Dreech grew up with April. To this day, their families go to church together.
Really loved people and loved people well. Was always really good to everybody, even if she knew him or not.
Born in Frazee, Minnesota, April was an MSUM graduate who later moved to Lake Park.
As popular as she was here, she was even a bigger celebrity back home. I'm sure it's tough around home right now. Her family's incredible. Some of the best people I know.
April was loved at Roadhouse Bar and Grill, where she worked for several years. A coworker told us, between tears, April always had a smile on her face, something Joe says he won't forget. His band often played at the Roadhouse.
It was fun being on stage, watching a room, because everybody talks about how somebody will light up a room. When April walked in, the entire mood of a room would change. April
also worked with kids. Joe says she left a major mark on every person she ever met.
Make sure that everybody knows how much you appreciate them. And she did that. She did that, and we didn't do it well enough for her, but she did that.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
We reached out to April's family, and they're asking for privacy at this time. The investigation as to what led up to the boat crash is still ongoing. A rural Thief River Falls man remains in critical condition today at a Fargo hospital. Ryan Hooley was shot twice at a birthday party for his dad. 23-year-old Trevor Brown is in jail awaiting formal charges. It happened at 2:30 Sunday morning at Bob Hooley's farmstead, 12 miles south of Thief River Falls. It was a birthday party for Hooley in his party barn that went bad. The victim's brother says Trevor Brown and 3 buddies crashed the party here early Sunday morning. He says they were kicked out and then returned, and that's when all the trouble started.
One guy jumped on my brother and started fighting, then the other guy jumped on him and shot him.
Really?
Yeah.
What were they fighting about?
I'm not even sure.
Okay. Did these two know each other very well?
Nope.
Really?
We kicked them out, and they got into a fight.
Formal charges against Trevor Brown will be filed tomorrow morning. This afternoon, the victim, Ryan Hooley, was rushed into surgery for a collapsed lung. A Prayers for Ryan Hooley page has been started on Facebook, and we have a link to it. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Plenty of people love the 80s, and we're not talking about the decade. But how about those 90s? Here's meteorologist Robert Hahn with First Weather. Robert?
I know you're too young to remember the 80s, Andrew, but I really enjoyed the 80s. We will see some 80s and some 90s, as you mentioned, as we head through the rest of the week. And right now, temperatures fairly uniform across the area with temperatures in the upper 70s to some lower 80s. 82 degrees here in Fargo, also 82 up in Grand Forks, 77 in Roseau. Also 77 in Detroit Lakes. Clouds, we've got a few popcorn type clouds out there. popping on up, and underneath those clouds, we have seen a few isolated showers and sprinkles, mostly light. Here in the Fargo-Moorhead area, we just had one of those showers, and we've got another one up near the Gardner area moving off to the south, right along I-29. The heaviest shower right now, eastern Becker County. That'll continue to slide off toward the south. Could see some brief heavy rain with that shower. Here in Fargo, as we head through the rest of the evening, after we see a shower or two or a sprinkle in the next hour or so, by 7 o'clock, partly to mostly sunny, some upper 70s. Then it will cool on down to around 77 by 8 o'clock. Winds will remain light, and 9 o'clock into the lower 70s. A warm day today, even warmer still as we head through much of the rest of the week. And we'll detail that very warm forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you, Robert. We received a call from a whistleblower about a number of sexual assaults reported at WeFest this year. So we called the Becker County Sheriff's Office. Officials there said 5 sexual assaults were reported this year, and they say the number of sexual assaults can vary each year. At this time, little information could be released. All the cases are still under investigation. And yesterday, the roads were full with RVs, trailers, and cars heading home. WeFest drew more than 50,000 people each day of the 3-day event. About 35,000 of them stay on campgrounds on and around Sioux Pass Ranch. Police say they arrested 69 people this year, which is about normal compared to years past. We have new information for you tonight. An autopsy released Monday by the Minnesota Department of Health shows the death of an Alexandria teenager earlier this summer was not related to a rare waterborne amoeba. Doctors originally thought 14-year-old Hunter Butane died from a severe brain infection caused by an amoeba. They believed Butane was infected after swimming in Lake Minnewaska in Glenwood. The infection can happen after water goes up a swimmer's nose, allowing an amoeba to reach the brain. The Department of Health announced that the meningitis Hunter died from was likely related to a skateboarding accident that started a leak in his spinal cord. KARE 11 reports the teenager and his family were not aware of the extent of his injuries from the accident, and when he was hospitalized for the infection, it was revealed he had suffered a skull fracture. The Otter Tail County Sheriff's Office has identified the 2 people involved in a deadly motorcycle crash. David Marvel from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, died at the scene. 59-year-old Mark Knipe from Glendon is hospitalized with life-threatening injuries. Knipe was taken to St. Mary's Hospital in Detroit Lakes and then airlifted to Fargo. He's listed in fair condition at Sanford Health. The crash happened on Sunday on County Highway 4 in Otter Tail County, northeast of Pelican Rapids. The Otter Tail County Sheriff's Office says the 2 bikes apparently collided as one was trying to make a left turn off of Highway 4 onto 233rd Avenue. A group known as the Ferguson Action Council held a day of civil disobedience today. Hundreds marched peacefully to the Eagleton Federal Courthouse in St. Louis. Demonstrators pounded drums, shouting, "If we don't get no justice, then they don't get no peace." Police arrested about 50 protesters who jumped a temporary gate outside the courthouse. A short time later, St. Louis County declared a state of emergency for the city of Ferguson and St. Louis County. Meanwhile, police in Ferguson have charged an 18-year-old who was critically injured during last night's protests. Tyrone Harris faces 4 counts of assault on law enforcement, among other charges. Police say Harris fired at officers and was injured when they fired back. A bit of Southern cuisine is making its way onto plates in the Valley. Today, Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen opened in Fargo. Among its many dishes, Popeye's serves handcrafted tenders and buttermilk biscuits. The new restaurant is adding about 50 new jobs to the area. And if you'd like to check it out, head to the Petro Shopping Center in Fargo. It's time for our Back to School Monday report. While you and your children are enjoying summer, you know that school is around the corner, and that means back to school shopping. Valley News Live's Ashley Bishop looks into some ways you can save money this school year.
Pencils, notebooks, and backpacks are essential items for school, but the cost of them can add up quickly. Financial experts suggest treating it like Christmas and saving for back to school throughout the year.
If you're not sure how much you spend, I'd say keep receipts this year. Identify how much you spend in total for this year. Divide that by 12 and start setting that aside monthly.
In addition to paying for the everyday items, there can also be some unexpected costs.
When your kids get to be driving age, there is the added fee of parking in the school parking lots. There's a parking permit.
Mother and professional organizer Miss Simplicity suggests parents focus on quality over quantity for some school supplies.
And I like to focus on really good quality backpacks. I bought a really good quality backpack when my kids were first starting school, and they've used them for over 10 years.
Huffman says people tend to get into financial trouble when they begin to use credit cards.
You can find a lot of great deals when you're out there shopping, but if you're putting on a card and actually spending money on the interest on that, you're kind of negating those deals that you found.
Huffman says people should buy obvious school supplies like pencils and pens in bulk, since your kids will attend schools for multiple years in a row. They will always be needed. In Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Another way to cut the cost of school shopping is to gather all the items from past years and see if they can be reused. To find out more tips, check out this story at valleynewslive.com. Your vote matters. This week, the community is encouraged to vote on their favorite Little Free Library. It's part of a building contest held by the Clay County Early Childhood Initiative and Lake Agassiz Library. You can see the completed projects at the Moorhead Center Mall today through Saturday. Prizes will be given for the most creative and best theme, and they'll be awarded August 17th. For more information on Little Free Libraries, head to valleynewslive.com and click on the Hot button.